Hey folks, today you find me back at Melbourne Airport, Tullamarine. Yes, Andy from Andy's World Journeys here. And as you can see with the sign behind me, I am at Terminal 4. So it's the first time I've taken you into Terminal 4. It's been a long time since I've been in Terminal 4. This is the budget airline terminal, and today we are flying a Jetstar, which is affectionately known among us Australians as Shitstar, and with good reason. But hopefully today is the day that proves me wrong when I say things like that, and we have a fantastic flight. We are flying to Sydney. It's about a flight time of just over an hour. And anyway, we're going to see the terminal. We're going to see what budget air travel is like in Australia. And I'm going to have a couple of nights in Sydney as well. So what are we waiting for? Let's check it out. It's actually quite quiet and calm. And here we are, we're at bag drop. Already checked in online, as is the thing to do. And they've got the old self-service kiosk, so without much ado, let's get my bag done. The bag tagging is done. That was really nice and simple. Now we'll go over and we'll plonk it over here. Goodbye bag. Ciao Bella. Well, we've still got 2 hours before the flight. It's about 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock flight. And that couldn't have been easier. So I guess we head up to the departure gates. Jetstar is Australia's main budget airline. You've also got Regional Express and something called Air North or something that I've never heard of before. Plus they've also got a new one coming in soon called Bonza. That may be already in the air, I'm not sure. Anyway, Terminal 4 is where the budget airlines leave. At the moment it's just Jetstar and the other two. Jetstar is owned and run by Qantas, who have been having a lot of issues lately, which in turn means Jetstar's been having even more issues because they are the budget version, and Jetstar don't have the greatest reputation here in Australia. I haven't flown them for years. Simply because of my experiences sitting in a plane telling to get off, sorry, we have to fit a new part, and having a 3-hour delay on my way to Hamilton Island. I remember another one where we delayed 8 hours in Singapore. Seems to happen far too often with Jetstar, hence why a lot of Aussies call it Shitstar. Here we are. Looks like a pretty quick experience, hopefully through security. I decided to book Jetstar just so I could do a review, basically. Otherwise, obviously, I prefer to go Qantas or Virgin, but, you know, the life of a vlogger, hey? Well, security is done. We are through. And here we are, Terminal 4. It's actually quite nice. Dare I say it, I think it's nicer than the domestic areas up in terminals, well, I know where it is, 2 or 3. Security was extremely painless, which I'm very glad to say. In fact, I got through security with an hour and 3/4 to go before my flight. However, I will tell you that the 12:40 flight Melbourne to Sydney is cancelled. So I'm glad that I didn't choose that one, because that was one of the options. As you can see here in Terminal 4, it's pretty chilled, and there are a number of shops, plenty of places to sit and have a meal, and it is lunchtime. And yeah, well, I'm going to chill until my flight, yeah, because stress less should be the motto for everyone, especially me. Okay folks, well, here you go, departures, Terminal 3 and 4, and we are down there, JQ 516, go to Gate 42, 10 minutes walk. So, it's time to move it, as they say in the classics. organised as other parts of Melbourne Airport. But we're in the line. Not far away.
Upstairs. Hey mate, how you going?
Not too bad yourself?
Good, thank you. Just the rear stairs today. Hey guys.
Rear stairs, thank you. The beast. Airbus A320, folks.
Emergency. If you are feeling it right now, it should become a well during the flight. Please alert a crew member and follow the instructions.
Well, despite a pretty long line, we're actually on board really quite efficiently aboard the A320-200 with Jetstar. So I guess so far so good, hey? All boarding's just about done. We're just about to hopefully move out soon. As I said, A320-200, standard budget deal. The leg room is actually pretty reasonable, again, if you are short like me.
By pulling down on the red tags, you can top up your life jacket by blowing into these mouthpieces.
Not a spare seat to be found in this aircraft, but still, it's not too bad. Smooth takeoff. Literally, as soon as the seatbelt sign was turned off, as you can see, they're starting the service. The lady brought me my pre-ordered toasty. I feel like I'm the only one on the flight who must have pre-ordered something. Anyway, literally 5 minutes into the flight and I've got it, and I've just grabbed some water as well. So I think in Australia they're required to give you water if you ask for it, free of charge. Yeah, so far so good. We'll see how everything goes. When we touch down in Sydney, flight time's supposed to be 1 hour and 3. Qantas and Jetstar have been having a lot of issues. As I said, the earlier flight to Sydney was cancelled, the 12:40. Luckily, this one isn't, and perhaps we've inherited some of the customers who are taking that flight. I can't say. They've had a lot of problems with staffing, as everyone has during this COVID time, and it's still continuing now. But also on top of that, baggage handlers are very unhappy with their conditions. And in fact, late last week, Qantas was calling on their executives to do some baggage handling, apparently. So I wonder if today my checked-in bag will be handled by a Qantas executive or a Jetstar executive. Well, there was a cheese, ham, toasty. What more can you say? Rubbish has been taken away. I guess that probably means we're not far away from our seat.
Good afternoon.
airport. And it's a little bit brighter here at Sydney, probably a little bit warmer. The flight was uneventful as it should be. 1 hour flight, and really good, friendly service actually. I was really impressed. Folks, I'm going to make my way to my hotel and wrap it all up there. Bag got, only took about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, so not to fault really. Well, howdy there, and here I am at my hotel in Sydney. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me on today's little adventure. And here we are, not a bad little spot. So here I am in Sydney, and I've got 2 nights here. So it's just a very short getaway. Obviously we've had the Jetstar flight today, and all in all I was actually extremely satisfied with the flight. Bag came quickly, no delays, friendly outgoing staff on the flight, which was great. Really actually makes a difference. The only thing that I didn't like was the fact that the plane was absolutely packed. But you know, that's what happens when things are busy and other flights get cancelled. So today Jetstar actually came through with the thumbs up. Let me tell you, I used 6,500 Qantas frequent flyer points and probably about $30 in tax for that flight. And then I had to pay another $19 for my toasted sandwich and my seat. So it's, as I said, probably cost about $50, maybe 100, depending on when you're going and what time of year and how soon before the flight you actually book your flight. But honestly, compared to my Qantas flight earlier this year to the Gold Coast, not a lot of difference. That was another packed flight. That had delays. So, you know, same sort of plane. Can't really complain. Coming up in Sydney, I'm going to do a bit of exploring tomorrow, so there'll be a vlog on that. We'll also have a 5-minute review of this hotel which I'm staying at right now. And finally, the last vlog from this little trip to Sydney will be my journey from Sydney back to Melbourne, which was going to be on the XPT train, and I was so excited. And then I got a message about 2 weeks ago that from Albury to Melbourne, that's probably close to half the journey, was going to be on a bus because of track works. And then literally as I arrived in Sydney today, they've now told me the entire journey will be by bus, which I didn't sign up for. But I guess I'll have to do it. I don't have much of a choice. So anyway, look out for those coming up in the next few weeks. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Take care wherever you are in the world, and may the journey never end.